What is up, YouTube? This is Joel2TV back with more for you to see, and today we are going to be talking about Tradeblock, which is an app where you're able to trade sneakers from your collection from somebody else's. Now I'm going to explain a little bit about the process and what I thought about it, and basically my overall view of it and what I ended up getting from my trade. So first things first, what you got to do is you got to create a profile, and you basically put the sneakers on there that you want to trade. So you post up any ones that you feel like you're ready to trade, or you want to, or you're thinking about trading. Sometimes you never know what offer you're gonna get for those sneakers, so just post up any ones that you really are kind of like on the fence about, because you just never know what kind of offers you're gonna get. In my situation, I had a pair of Kobe 9s in the Christmas colorway. These are from 2014, and personally I just wasn't the biggest fan of them just because of the fit of it, and I just didn't like how they felt when I put them on my foot. And I'm just also not the biggest Nike head. I'm a lot more of a Yeezy guy, so you can see where I'm going with this here. So this sneaker was from 2014, and it was also used, and something that I was gonna make a video about was how I ended up getting those. And I actually got them off of eBay and kind of used their whole authentication kind of process. I ended up getting these Kobe 9s for $200, which is actually a good deal considering, you know, the situation with Kobe's and everything like that and how rare they are. So I got them for $200, and being that it was the used sneaker, you could tell some wear and tear on the bottom of the sole. So I wasn't the biggest fan of keeping them once I finally got them in person. And on top of that, the person that I ended up buying from, it smelled like smoke and everything like that too. So these were just a whole combination of things that I just wasn't a big fan of. And on top of that, you can't really get a refund. So the YouTuber I ended up getting this inspiration from was actually Seth Fowler, and Seth Fowler is a well-known sneaker YouTuber, and he does a lot of these different new unique things like Tradeblock and whatnot. So it was kind of cool to do something that was something that they typically do, so I felt like I could trust Tradeblock. It was really sketchy because you have these really rare sneakers and you're shopping them out to different people that you've never met before, and you gotta trust that Tradeblock has a really good authentication process. With that being said, I ended up shopping around with sneakers that I wanted to trade for this sneaker. Now I knew that this sneaker was actually highly valued, especially if it was brand new. They could have gone for upwards of like $600, so I knew what I had, but in the condition that it was in, I knew that that lost quite a bit of value. So what I did was I shopped around a few different sneakers that at this time that I really wanted to get, which among that in the list were foam runners. I really wanted to get the Yeezy basketball knits. And I know a lot of you out there are probably like, why would you trade Kobe's for a pair of Yeezy basketball knits? And again, it comes down to like what it is that you want and what you're looking for in this trade. And I knew that by trading this sneaker that was used and had a few different defects to it, I would be getting a new sneaker that came out last year and it was brand new. So I felt like in this situation, I might have won this trade, but you guys let me know down below. Bam, we have the Yeezy basketball knit. Now, a lot of people that know me know that I love my Yeezy basketballs. I have a pair of frozen blue ones. I have a pair of the Quantum colorway. And now I get to add the new version to my collection. So once you open it up, you're gonna see right here, they have an authentication kind of tag, and you even see that somebody signed saying they actually authentified these sneakers as being real. Like I said, a lot of people are gonna look at me crazy for trading a pair of these and Kobe 9s, especially because, you know, Kobe's are no longer being sold through Nike, so a lot of people are probably just like, why would you make that trade? Like I said before, it just comes down to preference and what I'm actually going to wear. These I would actually wear on the basketball court and, you know, enjoy these because I know what I'm getting from my Yeezy basketballs. And like I said, this is something that I love, and everybody has different preferences. I love my Yeezys. I love every kind of Yeezy for the most part. And it just meant more to me to have this than to have a pair of Kobe's that would have meant something to somebody else and just have them in my collection sitting up on the shelf. That's not how these Kobe's should be used or displayed. I really think that these need to be put on the basketball court, and somebody else will actually appreciate it a lot more. And like I said, I don't feel like I took a huge loss because I got those Kobe's for $200 from eBay. And I ended up getting a pair of sneakers that were retailing at $300. So I feel like in a way I won that trade. I got a newer sneaker, I got a pair of Yeezys, and I got something that I'm very comfortable with and I enjoy a lot and will actually wear. and not see it as something that's like, you know, shy to wear them and use them for what they're intended for. And on top of that, I really feel like these Kobe's are going to somebody else that really would like them and really would use them for what they're intended for. You know, the guy, when I was messaging him, it was just like he was excited to do this trade. So I knew that these sneakers were going to the right place, and I knew that I wasn't losing out on this trade considering how much I spent on them in the first place. But a part of this process that I think is very lengthy and something that is very hard to do is just, you know, making these offers to a whole bunch of people. Like if I scrolled through and had a screenshot of how many offers I sent just trying to shop these Kobe's out, it was limitless, because I was really shopping for brand new foam runners and stuff like that, trying to get, you know, a fair trade. The process in itself is very long if you don't have the right sneaker that a lot of people are looking for. So that Kobe 9 Christmas colorway, not a lot of people are looking for them, so obviously it's going to be a hard time to move them off because nobody really wants them. Now in this situation, it's a newer sneaker with the Yeezy basketball. People want them, such as myself. And the guy even said he barely wanted to trade them, but once he saw these Kobe's come through, he knew he couldn't pass up on the offer. So it comes down to how much patience you really have and, you know, what sneaker you really want to get out of this. Also, with these offers, you can send money along with the sneaker that you're going to trade, so that can intensify the person wanting to get this trade from you. And it can really package it up, especially if somebody has a whole bunch of different offers on a certain pair of sneakers that maybe you're looking for, others are looking for. So it's kind of a really cool idea, and it does get authenticated through a really reputable brand. So as somebody that has done the experience, I thought it was a really good experience overall, considering what I was trading, and it was actually like one of these things that I wanted to try it out before I went big time and did a whole bunch of different sneakers that I have in my collection. But in all honesty, I'm very happy with the trade that I ended up getting. Maybe later on in life, you know, when Kobe's are extremely like rare, then maybe I'll regret that. But in this situation, I'm very happy with the trade that I ended up getting from this, and I really appreciate the guy who made this trade with me, because I have been looking for these Yeezy basketballs for a little minute at a good price, or at least in a good situation like what I ended up getting them in. As far as the time that it took to get this whole process going, outside of me trying to go find other people that wanted to do the trade, the actual time from you shipping out your sneaker and the other person shipping out their sneaker, which you have, I think, 72 hours to end up getting those shipped out. And if everybody ships like on the first day when the offer is all made and accepted and everything like that, I actually ended up getting these within 8 days total. So from the day that I dropped it off and the day that he dropped it off, it all came around 8 days total, and that's with the authentication in the middle of that. So the shipping and everything like that was fairly fast, considering having somebody to check out both of these sneakers and making sure that you're both getting real sneakers in this trade. For your first trade, you actually get 50% off of all the fees and everything like that. I think total I ended up spending $13 on this whole like trade, which came from the trade itself, the authentication. So $13 at the end of the day for trading a sneaker, which I thought was really fair. And that all got covered with the shipping and the authentication. So, but yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about this trade. Did I win it or did I lose it? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and please be sure to share. Joel2TV.